Hello everyone, VJ32 back with another How to Play. Today we're going to how to play this older game from Rio Grande Games called Famiglia, which is by Friedman Freeze, who, if you don't know, likes to name all his games with the letter F, so we get Familia. It comes with 60 cards and it's a two-player specific game where you are playing a crime boss and you're trying to recruit the best gang members, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins. In this game, you get cards in 4 suits for crime groups. You get La Familia, you get the Brutes in yellow, which are all European, I believe. You get the Accountants in blue, and in green, you get the Mercenaries, which all appear to be Asian and African. Go figure, and Latino. Each player gets a starting hand. These are all numbered with numbers on the back, 1 and 2. I guess whoever has a number 1 can be the start player if you want. And at the start of the game, you're going to have 6 cards dealt out. This is going to form the street. And if there's any zeros, you have to grab the 0. So, for instance, in this case, I would grab whichever. I'll grab this one. And then my opponent's going to go, and he's going to do the same thing. You're going to put these into your hand. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to play a 0, take this, and yeah, you just take them into your hand for now. And you're going to keep this secret to yourself, of course. Then it comes back to me. Now, since there is no zeros and there's nothing else I can grab, I'm allowed to discard one of these cards. It'll come back into play later on. And whatever the value is, let's say I do this 3, I get to draw 3 cards. If it was a 2, I would do 2 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Now, if there happen to not be any zeros, I could discard another card and do this again and again. But there are zeros, so I'm going to grab one. Now, my opponent has no choice but to grab a 0 because he cannot get anything else. And how it works to get one of these other cards, I'll show you right now, is you have to have 2 of a kind of a lower value. So to get a 1, you need 2 zeros. To get a 2, you need 2 1s of the same color. To get a 3, you need 2 2s, and to get a 4, you need 2 3s. And the cards are all valued from 0 through 4. There's 5 zeros, 4 1s, 3 2s, 2 3s, and 1 4 in each suit, including these ones that you get at the start of the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to play these cards so that you have them, and then you get to take the card and take one of these that you played and the card you just got, put it into your hand. And this stays here in your play area. Now my opponent's going to go, and there's nothing he can do here, so he's going to discard, say, this 3. And he decides to get this red 0. And then it comes back to me, and I have no choice but to collect this yellow. Now my opponent's going to go, and he's going to play his 2 zeros and recruit this 1. And you keep going back and forth like this. Now it's my turn. There's nothing I can collect, so I'm going to discard this 2. 1, 2. Fantastic. I get a blue 0, which I didn't need. And I'm not going to collect it anyways. I'm going to play these 2 blue zeros to collect this 1. Now, the different suits have different abilities except for the red. I think I mentioned that the red is La Familia, the blue is the Accountants. The Accountants, this one I just got here, I can play it to allow me to exchange cards that I already played in my play area of cards in my hand. So if I wanted to, I could play this card, and it will let me exchange one of these cards for, let's say, another one. And this is a way, obviously, you probably want to use the 3 or 4 value, the ones that have a 3 or 4 or more, if possible. But this is a way to get points into your play area, because it's the cards that have points in your play area that are going to score you points at the end, not what you have in your hand. So getting smaller cards from there into your hand is a good thing to do. So this one has a value of 2, this one has a value of 3. This one lets you subtract the value. For the yellow suit, the boots, it subtracts a value from the score. So for instance, if I wanted to play this to get this red 2, the color doesn't matter, I could play this and reduce this to its lowest value, which would be 0, and then I would be able to basically capture it with a 0 or 2 zeros, technically. So that's what this does. It reduces the value by whatever total, minus 1, 2, 3. And then the green ones, if I can find one right here, for instance, they are the mercenaries. They like to beat you into mercy. So they basically become wild cards to any lower value. So basically, I can use this as any 0, 1, or 2. So I can use this along with, let's say, I had a better card here. Let's say I had this and this was out here. I could use this as, that doesn't work. Let's say I wanted to capture this red one. I could use this as a red 2 to capture this 3, and then just play that there. That's how the game works. You go back and forth, playing cards, trying to capture cards to score points. La Famiglia doesn't have a special ability. However, they are worth the most points. 15 points for its number 4, while regular number 4 is only 10 points. You're going to keep playing, going back and forth. Once you go through this deck one time, you're going to reshuffle the discards and create a new deck. During the second round, if there's no zeros here, and let's say this is the setup, I could discard this and draw 2 cards. And unlike the first round, you cannot keep doing that over and over again. You can only do that once. Once you go through the deck a second time, the game ends, and you score points for everything that you have in your play area. Most points wins. It's a pretty cool little game. The rules, I feel, could be a little bit better, but it is what it is. This came out in 2010, if I didn't mention. I think there was a reprint in 2015 or something. But yeah, that is the game of Famiglia. Comment, like, subscribe, and know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.